We all know that Tony Finau has a very unique golf swing in the fact that it is much shorter than we see on average on the PGA Tour. Between him and Jon Rahm, two very short swings. But what I want to dive into more here is the numbers behind what makes Tony Finau's short swing actually work and allow him to play at an elite level like he does. And the magic really comes down to not only what he does with his lower body in terms of sway or side to side movement, but especially when he does it. And that's really what makes this work and allows him to get into a great impact position. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at one of the first numbers that I thought was very, very interesting, and that's the max pelvis sway that he has in his backswing. Number one, it's on the low side. It's under an inch, so it's 0.9 inches. But that's not the most amazing part. It is when he reaches the maximum amount of sway in his backswing. So if we take a look at his picture there or his video there on the left-hand side, if I start to roll through his swing and we're looking at that pelvis sway tracker on the right there, and it's at that point when he reaches 0.9 inches. That point right there is when he reaches the maximum amount into his trail side in the backswing. I know that's as early as I've ever seen it. That's probably as early as you'll see it out of any player out there. And now that's what sets up the next piece that makes this swing work, especially being on the shorter side. So if we keep going through Tony's swing, it's at this point right here when his lead arm gets to parallel to the ground is he is all the way back to where he started. So if you look at that pelvis sway tracker on the bottom and on the right side, the one that's not in color, that is when he reaches back to where he started from at his addressed position. That's only when the lead arm gets to parallel to the ground. So now everything is moving into the positive numbers, getting into his lead side so that he can get his pressure far enough forward so that he can start to compress the golf ball and get in a good impact position. So we can see here he is at impact, pelvis sway on the right-hand side there, 4.5 inches. That's in the green, so that's in the average that we see on tour. But wow, did he get there in a different way than we normally see from players out there. More commonly, we'll see pelvis sway max numbers in the backswing are closer to the top, not exactly at the top because players do start moving back to their lead side before the club changes direction, but much closer to the top of the swing than we see in Tony's case. So, very unique swing, both in length and what he does with that lower body, but he makes it work. And those are some of the magic moves that we can see about players and what actually they do to match up and get really good impact positions. Hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe our page. And of course, always you can go over to the App Store, download Sportsbox AI for yourself, and start to do an analysis like this on your very own golf swing.